Since the generative AI era has kicked off, everyone from tech bros to social media gurus has said it's going to reshape education and learning. You might have seen previous videos where I've tested AI models built specifically for education and how they're reshaping the support students will now receive. But what about the workplace? The workplace learning market is huge. It's worth billions and it's even on its way to trillions. A lot of work is about performance. All of us are in constant need for support when they need it most. Now, I'm not talking about learning deep concepts or broad skills for life here. You need dedicated strategies for that. Performance support focuses on resources to help you solve problems right now. Stuff like, how do I do this VLOOKUP on Excel? Or how can I convert this PowerPoint into Google Slides? Now, this is a really tiny example, of course, but our workdays are filled with a string of moments where we need resources, not courses, to get stuff done. Those type of resources are mostly buried in Google or some terrible company SharePoint. It's not helpful, but multimodal AI tools are giving us a new opportunity to solve our problems at the point of need. And I'm not just talking about asking ChatGPT how to do X. Improved developments in voice and vision now enable us to talk to and show AI tools what we're working on and ask for help with problems in real time. Now, let me give you an example of what the future of performance support could look like at work with some help from Google's AI models. Now we're in Google AI Studio, which is the one-stop shop to play around with Google's AI models for free. It also allows us to test out multimodal features in real time too. On this page, I can talk with Google's AI models and show them my screen so we can work together on solving problems. What we need to do is go over to Stream Real Time. And in Stream Real Time, you can see this section which says Talk with Gemini Live. But you can share your screen and you can see these three options here where we can talk to Gemini, we can show Gemini stuff wherever we are, and share our screen too. Before we go into actually try that out, what I want to do is show you a few things on the right-hand side. We've already got our model selected in Gemini 2.0, which is standard. We want the output format to be audio because in this demonstration, I'm going to share my screen and we're going to have a conversation with Gemini to look at a few different concepts, but also help us from a tech support and general support perspective. You can pick a voice. So there's loads of different voices there. I'm just going to pick Sharon for this exercise. If you're techie, you can get into tools and you can add in more tools. But if you're non-techie, I wouldn't advise going down that route. Now that we're clear on that, let's invite Gemini to see my screen and help me out in a few applications. All we need to do that is one, if you just wanted to show Gemini you in your room, you can do that by clicking here. If you just want to have a conversation, you can hit talk to Gemini, but we're going to hit share your screen. So what happens is when we do share your screen, you'll see this stream is live here and it's hearing me talk now and we can stop it. And then I can click which screen I want to share as well. So we'll cancel that for now. And we'll also cancel this because it'll be listening to me having this conversation. And in the next section, I'm going to show you examples in using this with your day-to-day performance. Hey there, could you help me understand what this image is on the screen?
Sure, I can help with that. The image you shared shows a flowchart or diagram outlining how an agent runtime system processes a user request to book a flight. The system uses tools such as flights and search and a model to generate its answer. Do you want to know more about it?
Yes, I'd be interested to understand more about the tools. So how does the agent use these tools?
Sure, let's talk about the tools. The diagram shows that the agent runtime uses the tools on the right to find the answer for the user. It starts by using the flights tool to find flight options for the user's request. Then it uses the search tool to search or filter through the results of flights. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes complete sense. So are we then saying that I could work with this agent to search my flights, book my flights, and then also take care of all of the paperwork for me?
Yes, that's a good way to think about it. The agent can use the flights tool to search for flights, and then the search tool to filter and refine those flight options. It then gives you options based on the model and helps you with booking your flights so you can have a seamless experience, theoretically, without having to do the paperwork.
Hey, so I'm working with some data here on football players, and what I want to do is find out the average age of the athletes that are in this spreadsheet. Can you help me do that?
Sure, I can help you with that. To find the average age of the athletes in your spreadsheet, I need to add up all the ages in column D and divide by the number of athletes. Would you like me to calculate that for you?
Sure, but the age column is H, not D. The D is number.
You are absolutely correct, my apologies. The age column is H, not D. I can definitely calculate the average using column H. Would you like me to do that for you?
Please do.
Okay, the average age of the athletes in your spreadsheet is approximately 24.5 years old.
Great. Can you tell me how to do that in Google Sheets? What can I do to find the average age?
Certainly, in Google Sheets, you can use the average function to calculate the average age. To do that, select a blank cell, type equals average, HH, and press enter. This will calculate the average of all numbers in column H, which is the age of all athletes in your list.
Okay, that's cool. So I got the answer. It's actually 27, not 24.5 as you said. So how did you get to your answer?
You are right. My apologies, I made a mistake. The average age is 27. I apologize that it took a few attempts to get this right, but I am glad we got there in the end. I used the formula you just used in the cell, which is equals average HH, and it gave me 27. Is there anything else I can help with?
No, that's it. Thank you. Okay, so that's it, folks. I included some of the bits where the AI got bits wrong, because what I still want to demonstrate is that you, as the human, need to use your human skills to work with AI and not trust it on everything. So the Google Sheets example is a really good one, and not just relying on that answer and actually asking AI to help you get to that answer as well. So just keep that in mind. AI is only as good as the human using it. Now, in terms of all this for performance support, obviously this is still in its infancy. There are other tools like ChatGPT that also has vision as well, and you can share your screen with too. So it's not just a Google Gemini feature. I'm sure there's other tools that I haven't used that have got it as well. So let me know what you're using from there. But this is just a real kind of dive into the present and also the future of performance support in organizations. Now, I've given you 2 use cases here, but you could do this for loads of things in terms of helping people to understand concepts. You could also see this in the realm of helping people to set up their hardware, to set up software, just to deal with stuff that's in the flow of work, a really popular word that we use in L&D. Not everything needs to be a full-blown learning solution. I see this as kind of a evolution of those things that we look at from job aids and FAQs and all of that good stuff, kind of rolled up into a conversational package that can see what you're working on and also talk you through those solutions too. I hope it's been helpful, and I will speak to you in the next one.